I'm just off on a quick shopping expedition. First of all, good afternoon, of course, my dear viewers. I'm in this super quiet mooring north of Atherstone, which is about 1.5 miles in that direction. I've got to pop to the shops. Now there are shops there, say 1.5 miles along the towpath. It's dry, pretty hard, looks like it'll be okay, but it's brutally hot. The sun has been savage today. There's some moorings here. There's 1 or 2 people I've seen knocking about, but I think they're Liverpool, so it's all safe. You know, it's not remote. I mean, it's remote because there's no towns nearby, but it's occupied. So anyway, oh god, yeah, they just I think it's put a stop to a lot of boat movements. I was going to go up. I stopped there last night and I was going to go up the locks and get a bit closer to Atherstone for a quick trip in on the bike, and I didn't do it because the sun was just blazing down. I think it was like 4 o'clock by the time I got here, and I just had enough. And it's been brutal all day as well. There we go. It's been absolutely brutal. So, yeah, if it is 1.5 miles like this to Atherstone, I think I made the right call. This is a little local village I'm heading for, called Grendon. So it's a short bit of towpath here, and then it's about 1 mile, 3/4 mile of road. Unfortunately, it's a co-op, yet another co-op, but it means less cycling, less exposure to the heat, so I'm okay with that. Right, I'm going to pull over, let this guy past, I think. There's another cyclist on the approach.
Thank you very much, Ryan.
No problem, sir. So, I'm watching where I'm going a bit here, so I can't be too liberal. But across the way, you can see the facilities I stopped at yesterday. There's a boat there now. Sorry guys, I can't do this. I've got to watch where I'm going. It's about 6 inches wide, the rideable part of it. And that, oh god, some thorn bushes. Got away with that one. Quickly go down a couple of gears. And let's see, is this the way up? Do you know, I'm not going to try and ride it. I could have, but never mind. I couldn't see where I was going, so. Once you turn 60, you're sort of less inclined to be brave. So I'm going to hoof over here. And get going. Oh, blimey. Yeah, this is a little back road. Spawn Lane, if I remember the map. Railway track just ahead. So yeah, it's a short little ride, thankfully. Less than 1 mile. Probably 1 mile with the towpath thrown in. But to get to Tesco in Atherstone would have been nearer 2 miles. And it's just too hot. Oh, blimey. It just, this sounds crazy, you know. It's only 28 degrees. You know, this is not those crazy heat waves we had, 30 plus. And it's not what Europe's getting, which is, you know, Europe's getting sort of closer to 40s. It's crazy. So yeah, I am aware, you know, there are far worse, but just within the limitations and the context of the UK, it's a fucking nightmare. Sorry for the language, dear viewers. Reprehensible. So anyway, I don't want to do anything. I was trying to do some video editing, but it's sort of, I fell asleep, almost fell asleep, because like canal scenes are quite laid back, so when you're editing them, it's quite relaxing to watch. I nearly fell asleep. I think this is why I've been falling behind on the editing in recent months, you know. You've got to be at the top of your game to stay awake when you're editing this stuff. I know what you're thinking. Why are you happy to put out these deadly dull videos that you even fall asleep watching yourself? I don't know. It's a strange compulsion, but it's a difficult one to obey at the moment. I think the heat just makes it worse. It's almost like soporific. Anyway, enough whinging. The co-op's not far now. It's, and do you know what, look, I'm the first to moan when it's raining, so let's not moan when it's sunny and bright. I mean, I've already done the moaning, so I'm a bit late with the let's not moan thing, you know, but you know. So the co-op is over here. Again, I did my research on Google Maps or Google Earth or whatever the hell it is, and I know it's just ahead. I think my problem's going to be getting over this road, because this one that I've now turned onto is a super busy A road. So the co-op is just over there, but it's getting over this road. I feel like might be a struggle. We'll see. Let's see. Yeah, look, cars are doing about 100 miles an hour. This is what you can't see. Like, while I'm holding the camera, I missed my chance to. That was annoying. While I was showing you the camera and holding it around, I missed a chance to go. Right, so I'm not going to miss. No. Well, this is a pain, but it's what I expected, to be fair. Right, off we go. Got a chance here and straight over. Brill. Okay, where to lock up? Okay, there isn't a bike rack as such, so let's see, there's something here. Any railing will usually do. This will do. Now, not going to get loads of stuff, even though the fridge is empty, because I'll wait to do this thing. Atherstone, I'll wait for that, which will be like tomorrow. I'll make the move tomorrow, but just a few bits and bobs, a couple of bottles of beer maybe. I'm saying maybe like there's any doubt about it, you know. I fear you know me better. Right, bike's locked up. And get like a trolley. They've got trolleys. Here we go. Big trolleys. Not going to need a big trolley, am I? There we go. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, back to the boat, if I can get across here. No, not yet. Nearly. Of course it's after 4 o'clock now, so we're talking rush hour. So I'm not going to get much of a chance. I may be here for a while, but this is Grendon. There we go. And it's time for me to leave. Okay. Everything just seems twice as hard in the when it's hot. We've got a little bit of a breeze now in my face, so that's nice. But yeah, what was I going to say? Where did I come down? Did I come down here? Spon Lane? This is Spon Lane, yeah. I'm not remembering it by eye, but the name, I remember the name. But yeah, and I think this is mostly downhill, so I'll barely have to pedal, which is nice. Although that said, I haven't had my walk today. Always try and get out for a walk normally. I just think it's better, isn't it? But I just didn't fancy it with the heat. The real sort of shameful thing, and the thing I will never be able to admit to someone like Dave or Di, is that I didn't go through the locks today because of the sun. Dave is disgusted if you don't do locks because it's raining. That disgusts him. Cheers. That was very kind of that guy. Step aside there. But yeah, Dave's disgusted at the idea of abandoning a lock flight because of rain. He's not happy with that. The idea of not doing one because it's too sunny would be anathema, and probably a hanging offence. So don't tell Dave. I was bigging myself up yesterday. Yeah, I'm going through the Atherstone lock flight, you know. No problem, you know, bigging it up. Whereas the truth is, I'm not looking forward to it at all. At all. 11 locks. And just grim. Just grim, hard work. Right, I've come to the end of the bike path. So I've got to cross over Spon Lane. They haven't provided a ramp. Which is a bit mean of them, but the bit where you can bike carries on here, so that's good. So yeah, day off today. Apart from trying to do some video editing, I just don't know what's going on. It's almost like a mental block where I just get bored with it. After about 20 minutes, I just like, oh no, when's this rambling, boring bugger gonna shut up? You know, and obviously it's me I'm talking about. So, I don't know. I'm finding it less appealing watching myself talk than I thought it would be. I'm just watching out here because there are cars. This is one of those lanes, one of those country lanes where there's a national speed limit applies of like 60 miles an hour. I think 50 or 60. They do 60 anyway. In fact, some of them do more. All the locals will know where the speed cameras are. They probably do a lot more when it's quiet. So, bit of a bouncy pavement, but at least I'm not stopping the cars. Or, you know, I don't like being on the same carriageway as a vehicle doing 60 miles an hour and I'm doing like 10. There's a car coming out in front of me. I'm going to give him time to go. Yes. I just saw the nose point out. The cycly bit is getting quite thin, but it's no problem. Just got to watch where we're going. So I mustn't go further than the canal. I don't want to overshoot. Right, this runs out, this officially runs out. So now, and there's no ramp to get back on the road. So yet again, I've got to dismount, get the bike back on the bloody road. Because I'm not just gonna, I've got a few bottles of beer in the panniers. So I'm not gonna just ride off. That wasn't too bad. That was a school, isn't it? Right, so where did I come out? That's the question. I was across the canal, wasn't I? Yes, I was. So I'm just going to pull over here and get myself down this little slope. There are some very nice houses around here as well, by the way. Really posh houses. I've not shown many of them while I've been riding, but you know, yeah. So there's the services again. 2 boats on there now. I'm just going to do the last stretch. Whoops, back to the boat. And again, I'm going to watch where I'm going here. If it's like this all the way to Atherstone, I'm glad I didn't do this. So the plan is I'm going to move tomorrow, but I'm only going halfway. I'll do like half the flight or something and get on a 14-day mooring. I'm looking for something quiet, somewhere quiet where I can do a bit of paint work on the roof. Some nice shady spots here as well, by the way. Some very shady spots if you're trying to get out of the sun. My spot up there is not too bad. It doesn't get sun until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it starts to get hot at about 3. And now it's pretty hot, but it's okay with fans on. I have 2 fans on me. And that makes it tolerable. And I don't do any physical work. Because then I just get instantly bathed in sweat and it's horrible. Yeah, 1.5 miles of this is doable. This bumpy, sort of slightly bumpy thing. But it wouldn't have been that much fun. I'm glad I'm just doing a short stretch. I think that was the right call. I was curious to head up, to cycle up the lock flight, just to get a glimpse. What's it like? What are the locks like? How far apart? You know, scope it out a little bit. But I can't be bothered. So I'm going to sculpt back inside now and have another go and see if I can get some bloody editing done. Some flaming videos. That was a stupid thing I did there. Try and lift the bike on with the panniers still attached. Always take them off first. Stupid idiot. Right. Bloody hell. There we go. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna I'll make the move up those locks. Looks like there's a couple of boats have come down. They're facing me, so they've come down the lock up there, and looks like they're staying overnight. Maybe they're all moored up. So yeah, but I deliberately stayed well away from the lock landing for a bit more peace and quiet. Like if I was in a talkative mood, I could have moored right up there by the lock landing and had a little chat with whoever pulled over, because there's always someone, but I just wasn't in the mood. Right, let's get it locked up here. It's a beautiful little mooring, this, honestly. I've got to say that, it really is nice. I'm just having a little bit of a sit down on the side of the boat. There's someone coming along out of the lock. It's so rural and so quiet. The nearest place, as I say, Tamworth is about 5 miles back that way. Polesworth is somewhere back there, then Tamworth. This little place, Grendon, is over there somewhere, about a mile. And Atherstone is about 2 miles, mile and a half, maybe 2. To the shops, only to the centre, the outskirts a bit nearer. Right, hang on, I keep forgetting, let's lock this bike up. I think in this area, to be truthful, the bike is in no danger whatsoever. I think I could safely leave this bike unlocked, but I feel like it's much better to stay in the habit of always locking it. It's got to be an absolutely rigid protocol, so an idiot like me stands more chance of remembering it. There's I don't know what that is, damselfly, one of the blue ones, perched on my rope. Right, let's get going. Oh, looks like they're pulling up as well. The boat, this seems to be a common practice, come down the lock and then pull over for the day. It's like they feel, I get it, by the way, because I do it myself. I will be doing it. If I did all 12, 11 locks in one day, I would stop at the top, no matter how early it was. But I'm only doing a few. I'm doing like half tomorrow, and then I'm going to pull over, because I want to stay in the area for about 10 days, I think. So you can't stay, well, I could stay 10 days in one spot, but that would get boring. So I'll spread my 10-day stay over 2 spots. A little bit of painting on the roof. What this is great for here. This is great for painting the roof, because you don't get pedestrians bothering you every 5 minutes. Well, not bothering you, they don't bother you, you know what I mean. Eyeballing. Right. Oh, right. It is hot in here now. It is bloody hot. I'm going to take all the windows out, I think.